I do the same things every year. This is Caleb.
And Caitlin.
And this week we talk about Disney park price increases.
A Disneyland ticket deal.
And we share our best and worst places to spend the night in Disneyland. Let's dive in! All right, and this is episode number 196.
Welcome back, as always, everybody.
Welcome back. Hopefully you're doing well whenever you're listening to this. We have had a very, 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 very busy week when it comes to work.
Yes,
Both
unfortunately.
of our works have just turned up. These people want to get stuff done before the end of the year, and I'm just like, let's just relax.
I know.
Let's just enjoy the season. We don't need to get all busy. But yeah, I've been just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm waiting for that day where I wake up and we find a bag of money in the backyard, or a plane flies over and just drops cases of cash.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen?
And I don't think so.
Well,
And if it is, it's not going to be us.
I'll keep dreaming, because good grief. It'd be nice not to do this all the time. But anyways, we're being busy with work, but otherwise very well.
Mm-hmm.
We're healthy, happy.
We have a fun weekend coming up. We're recording this a little bit earlier than we normally do.
A little bit earlier. So if any crazy news stories comes out, I'm sorry. We just missed them because of the time of the recording. But yeah, we're going to do a little weekend trip. Very, very short, a night. But heading down to the Bay Area to do some fun stuff. So
Yeah, so excited.
yeah, it'll be fun. So we're kind of prepping for that. Made it a long day, a lot of work, running around, making sure the car is ready and getting packed up. You do most of Maddie's stuff, so I appreciate you doing that.
Well, thanks.
There's already a mound of things on the bed. It's wild what you need for a child, even if it's just for one night.
Well,
There's
it's
a
my
ton.
stuff too.
Oh, it's your stuff
Yeah, it's
too.
my stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just us.
It's your 7 outfit changes.
No.
Your 4 pairs of
No,
shoes.
I'm packing very limited this
Are
trip.
you?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like, whatever the weather is, I'm wearing this outfit.
Better not be a heat thing, or
Seriously.
yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, well. All right. Well, hopefully you're doing well. Hey, before we dive into today's episode, we have a Patreon. markethousepodcast.com/support is where you can find out more information about that. It's also linked in the episode description, so you can click that and head over there. If you want some bonus content and want to hear more of us throughout the month, head over there to support the show, and you get some bonus stuff. Like I mentioned, consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Both are a huge help to the show. You can leave a 5-star rating on both platforms and a 5-star written review over on Apple. We'll read it on the show, shower you with love, and say thank you forever, and that would be awesome. All right, let's get into the news.
All right, for our first news story, we are all getting hit with some ticket price increases. Dun, dun, dun.
It is here. It is spooky. It's spooky season. It's deserved. They're like, scared you. Money.
I mean, again, I feel like we all know this happens every year.
It
but
does.
There's a few surprises, I feel like, this time.
Yes, so they announced some price increases. They were effective as of October 8th. So if you're listening to this, it's in effect. So it's too late. I know some Getaway Today, actually, who we partner up with, they're selling tickets at, last year's, current pricing or previous to October 8th pricing for a couple of weeks. So you're probably not too late by the time you're listening to this. If you're listening the week of, you can go over there and get these, the tickets for slightly less. Honestly, they weren't very aggressive this year. They were actually pretty modest increases. Still, an increase stinks. You don't like to see it. But let's get to the details here of the price increases. We're not going to go over every single little price increase that's happened. I'm going to try and generalize and kind of give you the summary version, because there was a lot increase. So let's talk about it. Let's start with Disneyland. Most of Disneyland's one-day ticket tiers, 5 of the 7 actually, will see price increases of about 3% or less. Like I mentioned, pretty modest. In previous years, they've been anywhere from 5 to 10%. So pretty high. This year's a little bit less. The lowest price one-day ticket remains unchanged at $104. That's that tier 0. It's about 4 days out of the year that are tier 0, but you can technically get those for $104 still. For the busiest peak days, the top one-day price will reach $224 for the first time ever. So it's hit over $200 for tier 7. Those are the Christmas days, the Thanksgiving days. I'm assuming Halloween Day maybe is part of that.
That is wild.
$224 for a day, not even park hopper.
That is wild.
Process that in your brain. Is that insane or what?
Oh my gosh.
$224. Let's talk about the, Magic Keys. I almost talked them annual keys. Magic Keys. The Inspire Key, which is that top tier one, the one that only has a few blackout dates, has an increase of $150. The new price is just short of $1,900, $1,899. Folks, I am not very old. I'd consider myself slightly old. I'm in my 30s now. But I am old enough to remember when the Premier Pass, this was the one that got you into both Disneyland and Disney World, was $2,000. And back then, I thought that was like, you had to be Bill Gates to be buying $2,000 annual fee passes. That sounds like a steal now.
Yeah, well, especially when like the annual passes at that time were like, weren't they like $500 or something?
We paid $470,
something crazy
for our first one.
Would you think of it now? You're like, sign me up,
dude. $470 gets us our food for the trip.
I know.
It's unbelievable what's happened over the years. I think everyone is in the same boat of just how much stuff has gone up.
Right.
But our pay has suddenly not gone up that much. What's up with that, employers? You see all this? Whatever. Anyways, I can go on my soapbox. But the Believe Key, which is the one down from the Inspire, this is the one that's mostly blocked out in peak summertime around Christmas and Thanksgiving, those time frames, has an increase of $100. The new price for that is $1,474. Very exact pricing there. The Enchant Key and Imagine Key did not get increases. That's kind of nice.
That's great. Yeah.
The Imagine Key is the SoCal only one. So if you're a SoCal resident, you are eligible. That is the one where you can imagine going to the parks. You can go in like weekdays and not at all in the summers.
But great if you are local.
Great if you are local, because it's a great deal value-wise. And yeah, you're right. It's great for local people. And then the Enchant Key is the one that major blockout dates all throughout the year. Most Saturdays are blocked out. And anyways, no price increase there. And then finally, the Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. This is the Skip the Line add-on deal. Had an increase of about 6.25% increase, so 6% to around $34 when you purchase in advance. So this is confusing. I'm not going to get in the weeds, but when you purchase in advance, you can lock in a price. That is now $34. If you wait until the day of, that can range from as little as $34 up to like, I think it's like up to $60 or something like that.
Okay.
So it can vary. If you want to lock in a price, you're looking at $34 per person per day. And then finally, one more thing. Parking went from $35 to $40 per day.
That's a lot.
At the parks, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Okay, that brings us to our friends over on the East Coast, Walt Disney World. This will be a much shorter section here. Most tickets increased 3% to 5%-ish. I'm not going to go through the details there, but again, not terrible this year. Let's head over to the, they call them still annual passes over there, not Magic Keys. Pixie Dust Pass went from $469 to $489. Pirate Pass went from $829 to $869. The Sorcerer Pass went from $1,079 to $1,099. And then finally, their top tier pass, the Incredipass, went from about $1,500, $1,549 to $1,629.
I think it's wild that their prices are so much cheaper than ours when you have so much more offered over there.
Yeah. It's those Californians will pay for anything.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Parking went from $30 to $35. So a $5 increase on the East Coast as well. Still cheaper than California. But that one, don't be... for California, I'm always like, okay, when you switch parks and stuff, do you have to pay again? You don't. So if you pay $35 at Epcot
for the day,
but you want to head over to Magic Kingdom, you're good.
Right.
It's all covered. So those are the price increases. Modest overall. I start to wonder, is Disney starting to feel that they're hitting the pricing ceiling, softening demand? Are things slowing down? I don't know. I think we're kind of maybe seeing it here.
I mean, with the deal they just announced,
we're
getting to it, but I would say so.
Yeah. Not only did ticket prices increase, at both parks, but food, merchandise, and tours did as well. I'm not going to get into the details, but just expect a slight increase on everything. One thing I did see specifically was a popcorn bucket went up like $1.50. So I forget what coast it was, but $1.50 increase on the popcorn buckets was one example. We get increases every year, so it's no surprise. I just wonder what attendance will be in 26 and 27 as consumers continue to decrease discretionary spending. I just don't know. I don't know if Disney is going to see the kind of crowds they have been in recent years. That kind of doom spending is what they called it post-pandemic, when it was like, you know what? You only live once. I'm spending it all. I think that's slowly starting to slow down.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see that happen. So anyways, price increases stink, but not as bad as last year.
All right, for our next news story, we have some pretty exciting news previous to the one that we just discussed. There is a new California resident ticket deal for Disneyland, and it is really, really good.
Yeah, it is not all bad news for us over here on the West Coast. Disney announced this. Actually, I think it was like kind of leaked. I saw it through another website called like Mickey Visit or something.
Yeah.
And I kind of doubted it because it wasn't an official Disney announcement. And I'm like, I don't even know if this is true. But then Disney actually rolled it out, I think the next day, details on what this was going to be. It is legit. I promise. I found it on Disneyland's website. They announced a California resident ticket deal for 2026. Listen, folks, this is insane. It is a 3-day park hopper for $249.
That is absolutely amazing. You guys need to run.
That's half off. That is half off for California residents. You have to prove residency here, folks. You can't just trick this. You can't have a friend buy them for you. You have to, your address with Disney has to match a California address. And then I think for the most part, you have to have some kind of ID at some point to prove that you live here. So again, don't try and trick the system. Don't try and ruin it for everybody else and cheat Disney. But this is a reality. This is what it is. Move to California for a year and then get this deal.
Move to Disneyland.
And then you can move away. Yeah, sure.
Just move it.
Good luck. These are valid January 1st, 2026 through May 21st. So about 5-ish months there, you can use these things. The sales for these tickets start December 3rd. So start saving up now. You can save up for these tickets. Like I mentioned, $249 is insane. A park hopper, a 3-day park hopper is over $500 right now. So,
and another thing I wanted to mention with the time frame given between January and May, that is during spring break. That is during popular like holiday time.
Yeah, and I didn't see. I don't think there are blockout dates. Correct. I may be wrong on this, but when I read this, it did not look like there were blockout dates.
I mean, I'm assuming not because they're tickets, right? I mean, it could be wrong, like you said.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I feel like this is better than the Costco deal. Right?
It is. So if you wanted more bang for your buck, Costco deal is probably similar because it came with the Lightning Lane and it came with all that stuff.
Dining credit.
So, but at the end of the day, less money spent for the same amount of days feels nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyways, this feels very good. I did compare these with previous California sales, and usually these crazy deals were reserved for Southern California residents only, and the all-state ones, the ones for all of California, were 1 park per day deals. And those were like $280. So this is less money and you get a park hopper with it.
That's wild.
So this is by far the best California resident deal I've seen in recent years. So anyways, if you live in California, Disney's showing some love, head over to their website December 3rd and buy these things because it is a fantastic deal. We'll be taking part for sure because this is a deal to grab. Our next news story takes us to the East Coast. Our friends over at Walt Disney World, Disney has not forgotten about you. They have announced a hotel deal that is pretty stinking good. Let me get into the details here. Beginning September 30th, you can save up to $250 per night on a 4-night or longer Disney Resort hotel stay when also purchasing a 4-day or longer theme park ticket. This deal is available for visits on select nights between January 4th and July 25th of 2026. So saving up to $250 per night for a Disney World hotel is pretty stinking good.
And you said beginning September 30th?
Sorry. So you can buy the ticket starting September 30th. So your stay. So as of right now, you can book your stay between January and July of 2026 for Disney World and save up to, not guaranteed, up to $250 per night hotel. So now let me add some details here. The $250 savings per night are almost always for those high-end deluxe resorts. So like think Grand Floridian, think Polynesian, you're already spending $900 per night, and then they knock $250 off of that, right? So moderate resorts and value resorts, you're going to see a lot less, right, per night off, discounted, but it's still a good deal. Anytime you can save money going to Disney World and have something knocked off, feels great. And so this is one of those deals where you may not get that $250 advertised discount, but you might get $100 off a night.
Yeah, which is something.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. That can go towards merchandise. I mean, now that they're going ham on merchandise increases and stuff,
I know.
That can go towards that. $100 buys you like an eraser now, a Mickey eraser. Maybe you'll get a pin. But anyways, anytime you can save money with Disney is always welcome. All right, and that brings us to our last news story of this week, and that is Gordon Ramsay will be making, I'm just kidding, he won't be making an appearance, but he will have a restaurant in downtown Disney in Disneyland.
That's exciting, I think, right?
He can scream at us, "What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
This stinks." I don't know, I can't do a really good, I can't do a good Gordon Ramsay. Actually, I haven't ever watched any of his shows. I've seen him on social media doing
Yeah.
stuff, and he's got an insane car. That's all I know.
Okay.
I've seen him driving around with it's like $1 million or something.
I love his accent.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. But anyways, famous for his temper. But Disney is opening a new British-style gastropub in downtown Disney called Gordon Ramsay at the Carnaby, developed in collaboration with Chef Gordon Ramsay and the creators of Earl of Sandwich. The restaurant will be located above the new Earl of Sandwich location, which will be built in 2037, it feels like. Guests can dine in a space inspired by the 1960s London Carnaby Street. What? Replete? This is a Disney article. Replete with British pop art and decor. I'm not smart enough to understand what replete means. Maybe it's a made-up word. I don't know. I didn't really to read this before, not going to lie. It will offer classic British fare, including beef Wellington, gross, fish and chips, delicious, and sticky toffee pudding, plus a full beverage program, wines, beers, and signature cocktails. The dining venue will have 2 outdoor terraces, bar space, and cozy booths. In the evening, the space will host live music on select nights with a thematic nod to the swinging 60s British music scene.
Wow. I mean, it sounds nice.
Sounds real nice.
Okay.
Like,
okay, David Beckham.
You guys been at Carnaby Street? I don't know. I feel like you're not doing it justice without saying Carnaby Street. I apologize to any English people that listen to this.
I wish they could all see your face as you're doing that.
Oh, gosh. Anyways, cool.
That's exciting.
New restaurants are always welcome. I feel like this was already announced, correct me if I'm wrong, back when they announced the second story of Earl of Sandwich. We knew there was going to be a full-service restaurant at the top called The Tavern or something. But now it's a Gordon Ramsay thing. So I feel like this was developed later.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really in the works back then. But now they're like, oh, we'll just slap it on top of
Yeah.
there. So anyways, that's cool. I don't know.
As long as it looks good.
Imagine
Yeah.
making money just slapping your name on something. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
You don't have to lift a finger.
Yeah.
They just go, can we use your name? We'll pay you. And then you
I mean,
go.
he created that. Obviously,
created what?
He put the time in to become that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
No. I'm not trying to discount that at all. I'm just
Yeah.
saying he got to the point where he just goes,
That's wild, though.
Put my name on there. Get me that check. Oh, it sounds so
Maybe
nice.
they'll get you for your accent on him. They're like meet and greet with Gordon Ramsay.
Welcome to Carnaby Street. I don't even know if it's the right British. I don't. Anyways, I'm going to stop before I get in trouble. This sounds fun. New restaurants are always welcome in downtown Disney. We'll be checking this out. All right, and that brings us to our main segment of this week's episode, and that is the best and worst places to spend the night in Disneyland.
I am so excited for this one.
You're probably scratching your head going, what are you talking about? It's the spooky season. We've been talking about random things that we would find scary, like spending the night in certain attractions at Disneyland. It made the list. It was random. You actually thought of it.
Yeah, you guys don't be too rough on me.
That was you.
because-
You were like, "What? Wouldn't it be crazy if we spent the night here?" And I was like, "I guess." In what situation would I
That
be
was
doing
literally our conversation too.
Yeah, that would be wild. We thought it'd be fun to make a list of the best and worst places to spend the night at Disneyland. Specifically, they have to be attractions and they have to be operating. Not saying that people are going to be on the rides. I'm just saying they have to be in use because that kind of adds a little bit of the spooky aspect of it. So the worst places don't have to be just because of spooky factor.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear. It's just going to play a factor in probably most because that's what would terrify me.
Right.
Is a repeat song, let's say. I'm not going to spoil it. Or something happening and hearing something in the background
Yeah, don't tell them anything.
while trying to sleep. So that's my whole thing. It doesn't have to be scary, but most of them tend to be.
But before we go into this, I need you guys to clear your mind. I need you to close your eyes and just picture yourself at Disneyland by yourself. The park is closed. Where are you going to be sleeping tonight?
Yeah.
What's going to freak you out? And again, don't do this. Get out when they say get out.
Yeah. Don't actually do this in practice. Some security guards like poking you with a stick. Get up. It's time to go.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it. Let's start with our best. The places that we would find peaceful, nice, actually pleasant to sleep in at Disneyland.
In no particular order.
And I should stop saying, no, I did in particular order. I
You
ranked
think
these.
so?
I ranked them. It looks like someone didn't read the notes
No,
yet
I
again.
did. I did read the notes.
Third week in a row, this one over here. She's like, I don't know. Did you rank them? You did. Well, shoot. Anyways, these places we would actually find peaceful, pleasant, where we'd actually like to find ourselves sleeping if I had the chance. And like I mentioned, this has to be an attraction and it is going to be functioning. It will be going as you sleep. Hopefully no one's watching. That'd be so creepy. Waking up to some 8-year-old just staring at you like, hello, mister. Why you sleeping?
Okay, stop with all your different.
Okay, here we go. Number five. This is the best place or the nice places we'd find ourselves sleeping at Disneyland. That is the Adventureland Treehouse. The sounds here, I'm not going to lie, are obnoxiously loud. Have you been there and heard that thing whistle?
Yes.
It's like so high pitched. It would be very annoying, but I would be elevated above the pathways. I would feel safe up there. And I don't think there'd be many rats running around up there because I do know I've seen rats running through Alice in Wonderland and
That is true.
swim across the rivers of America and climbed up an embankment.
I can confirm both instances.
2 rats. So
Mhm.
I know they're around at the parks at night. That's disgusting. Hence the cats that run around and eat them, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I know they exist, and I would be terrified to sleep somewhere and have a rat walk over me.
Yeah, I think it'd be really great to stay in the treehouse just because all the lights and then again, just the views with like the sun setting. It's just
I'd find it pretty romantic, honestly.
oh god.
I feel like we'd be doing a lot of cuddling up there. Ooh.
with that whistle going. It's like and then the ostrich downstairs.
Just staring at you. All right, let's get past this. Oh gosh, number four, Peter Pan's flight. I think this would be awesome because specifically, I'm thinking of the London nighttime scene. How peaceful that is. It's very quiet. You're hearing like the whoosh
Okay,
of the
so
boats coming by.
I have to say, I agree with you on this, but where would you actually sleep?
Let's not get into the details.
Well, you
I don't
have to.
know.
That's the whole thing of the podcast.
I'd have them add a cot to the bottom of the ground. I don't know. It's all felt down there and little lights. It's not like you can lay on there. It's all good.
Okay, well, as long as there's felt, I mean, that would be really nice,
Right?
especially with all the lights
It's
everywhere.
really
Yeah,
dark.
that'd be really great.
Yeah, it'd be really pretty.
Yeah,
I think it'd be awesome.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Number 3, Storybook Land canal boats.
yes.
How peaceful would that be?
I would love this, and I would get all cuddled up right next to the ducks because
They'd be sleeping right on.
seriously.
Right next to you.
And speaking of, I don't know if you know this, but did you know that they just added Rapunzel's tower?
They are. I think they are doing it. They didn't just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's in the works.
On some of the house fixtures, they have like the running water. Remember how like on you know what I'm talking about? What's it called? Like the water wheel. So you can almost hear that in the background.
Uh-huh,
So
yeah.
it'd be really calming. I feel like.
It would be very calming. I
Yeah.
think the water sounds, how dark and peaceful it is, how beautifully lit it is. That'd be an awesome place to sleep. It'd be like camping.
Yeah, I think I'd want to sleep next to. It's right next to Dumbo and like those arches that are all lit up.
How disturbing would it be if the poor families that were on the first ride and they just see you sleeping like in this? There's a giant sleeping in the village. No! Because they're huge compared to the little towns.
Oh my gosh, too good.
All right, let's head to. You could tell it's really late where we're at.
No,
'cause-
we're having fun.
It's
Don't
fun.
apologize.
But we're just, it's a little late. We're just later than we're used to recording. So, number 2, Mark Twain Riverboat.
I love this one.
Calm,
Mhm.
quiet, water sounds, literally perfect for sleeping.
I would really just want someone just to literally step on board first thing in the morning and just hand us a coffee.
Oh my
It'd be
gosh.
so nice.
It'd be so nice. It's like a cruise ship.
right?
It'd rock me to sleep.
Yeah, that'd be really great.
That'd be
And then
very nice.
number 1, which I thought was amazing, would be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, hear me out. Not just
Specifically the waterfall.
yes, I'm not sleeping in those creepy caves with the skeletons or the battle scene and hearing the cannonballs go off all night. I'm talking about right in that opening scene.
Mhm.
Is it considered Lafitte's Landing, right?
Yes, we're
Okay.
I almost said Labu. Where?
Laboo Bakery. They got a McDonald's in there too.
Blue Bayou.
Blue Bayou. So sleeping right there on that old man's porch. He's playing the banjo
Oh, yeah. You
I'd
hear the
sleep
crickets.
right at his feet. Yes.
That's weird.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I'd sleep right there and hearing the crickets, like you said, the lightning bugs flying in the sky. It'd be
Yeah.
so
I
peaceful.
mean,
Hearing
it'd
the
be
boats.
perfect because of like the little boats on the side. That's where I would sleep. I would just need a little dinner roll and a blanket.
Just wake up, throw me a roll, dude. All right, that brings us to the worst places. These are the places we would not like to sleep in, but if we had to, if someone forced us and said, start sleeping, buddy, we'd have to do it. We'd have to roll up and sleep and make it work.
Number 5.
Number 5, it's just not very scary, but it would just be unbelievably annoying.
Yeah.
And it would not go over well. It's a small world.
Mm-hmm.
As like peaceful and calm as it is, it wouldn't be really scary as in like, like dark and stuff.
Yeah.
Just hearing that on all night, that music playing on in the background would just be very annoying.
Yeah.
Like as much as I love the ride, right? A couple times a trip, perfect. But for, 8 hours straight, I'm good.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Number 4, the Matterhorn bobsleds. Let me tell you why. You are super high up. You've got big open holes in the walls, basically, because of the, you can see out into the park, which is awesome for when you're on the ride. But I don't want to be sleeping next to just big gaping holes in walls. And then I could walk. What if I slept walk that night? I'd
What?
fall right off.
That is the weirdest.
I sleepwalk once every 10 years, but what if I did? It'd be the one night.
Do you really?
No,
I sure hope
I
not.
did. There are some weird stories.
No.
Ask my mom.
I thought that was your other brother.
That was me.
Your
My
other brother.
Me. That was me.
I thought that was your
She might have found me peeing in something that you're not supposed to pee in. A trash can. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
I'm texting your mom
in
after this.
In the middle of the night.
Okay, first of all, I would just say no to the Matterhorn because it feels like when you want to go to sleep, you want a really warm, like soft environment. This place just looks really rough.
I actually don't want a warm, soft environment. I want cold.
I meant like for a blanket.
Okay, but yes.
The Yeti? Are you kidding me?
Hearing that every 5 minutes would be terrifying. It's like, no, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Number 3, Space Mountain. Now you think it's dark. It's the perfect environment. It's pitch black. You can't see a thing. That would be terrifying.
See, I would like that aspect of it, but I wouldn't like the no. It's just like the music's so hardcore. But again, it's like if they could turn the music off, it would be amazing.
Speaking of, we're watching Dancing with the Stars this season. I haven't watched it in like 12 years. It's been so long.
Yeah.
We're loving it. But that one lady danced to the Space Mountain soundtrack.
That one lady?
I'm sorry. From Parent Trap. What's her name?
Are you kidding?
I don't remember the actress's name, but what was her character's name?
Meredith Blake.
Meredith Blake, sorry. I wasn't
My
obsessed with
gosh.
it growing up anyways. No, but she danced to it. What a great season. It's been so good.
So
we
good.
love it.
Mhm.
Slightly Disney related, ABC.
Yeah.
Owned by them.
Mhm.
Anyways, let's move on. But yeah, Space Mountain will be too scary, too dark for me because I want to see right ahead of me. I won't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Get me out of there.
All right, number 2, one of my favorite attractions ever, Indiana Jones. This would be not only loud, but extremely creepy, I feel like.
Freaky, creepy, all the above. Imagine sleeping in the skeleton room with the phantom thing that goes like rah, above you. Remember that? When you're going down, oh gosh, how do I explain this?
Oh, like them in the smoke?
Yeah, right. Yes,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
when
yeah.
you enter the rat scene.
I always call it like the tunnel of heads.
Oh
It's like
gosh,
the
we haven't been on
skulls.
it forever though. They've
No, we
updated
haven't seen the new enhancements.
Oh my gosh, that's what happens when you have a kid.
Well, no, it's what happens when it breaks down all the time. We've tried.
In addition to breaking down. But no, anyways, when you go into that dark area and they have the projection thing, or at least they did.
Yeah.
Right above you, there's this like phantom thing that appears and it has this weird screeching sound.
Mhm.
Imagine sleeping right there.
There's
and just
not
hearing
one
that.
area of that ride where I'd feel at ease sleeping.
No. The lightning room would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Him being like, "You made it." Hey, partner. That was crazy. This little thing.
Doesn't he yell at you at one point?
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, that's the last time I'm saving you." I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the lines he does. Clearly not Harrison Ford, and clearly not.
Seriously.
He did not allow them to use his likeness
I
because that's
know.
some random thing. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's move on. Indiana Jones would be terrible. I would not like to sleep in there. Finally, that brings us to, I think you guys would all guess this, the creepiest, the scariest of all, Haunted Mansion.
Okay, but I feel like I would do this one though. I'd rather sleep here than Indiana Jones.
I feel like it's more of a challenge and more novel, so I think I would try to do it because it would be, imagine telling everyone, I spent the night in the Haunted Mansion.
Where would you sleep?
Oh, gosh.
I would sleep in the ballroom.
Okay. The music would be very annoying and the squeaking.
It's either the ballroom or the graveyard.
Okay, how about where the the hallway where the floating candle is?
You'd sleep there?
I feel like it because it'd be dark enough and
It
there's
is not dark. That is the eeriest part of that ride.
I don't know. I feel like there's not a ton of weird noises going on right there.
You hear the like, let me out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me out of here.
I'd be like, shut up after an hour.
And like the knocking on
Oh, yeah.
the doors.
Duk, 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 duk.
That
That's
is like
true.
literally, not even for the holiday time, it's still the same thing. It is like the scariest part of that entire ride.
That's
is
a
going
good
down the
point.
hallway.
I take that back. I would maybe sleep in the
elevator.
The elevator. That doesn't count. You have to be like in the attraction.
Yeah, that's why I said I feel like the graveyard would be good. Oh, you know what? You know where I would sleep? It'd be a little uncomfortable because I feel like the blood would rush to your head the entire time. But when you're going backwards towards the graveyard,
Oh,
when you're just looking at the trees.
Yes, when you're looking at the trees, and so right now with the holiday version, it's when you're going down and you finally see Jack right there and stuff.
Yeah.
It is the most calming. That's the part of the ride where
I love that ride.
always like start to fall asleep if I'm really tired after a long day in the park. I just try to get a little shut eye right there. 14 seconds of sleep and then I'm up. It's so nice. Anyways, that is where we would. That's what I think that'd be the worst. It'd be very freaky. It'd be something that'd be cool to brag about, but it'd be terrifying.
I mentioned one that we should have added to this list, and you're like, that's not even that bad.
Which one?
Mr. Toad's.
No, Mr. Toad's is awesome.
Excuse me. All of you listening here, would any of you sleep at Mr. Toad's? If you say yes, I would
The
question
dragon's
that.
like, At the end, he coughs at you.
It's like it's Mr. Toad's and Pinocchio's. I literally like the thought of sleeping in one of those.
Pinocchio's is terrible. That should have made the list.
Snow White's would have been great. That whole section with like all where it's happily ever after with the stars.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
See? We need to do part 2.
Like I said, don't do this in real life, but just dream about it. It'd be fun. Think of it. Play along with your friends, your kids, your neighbors. I don't know. Play along. Ask them. Ask them where would you sleep in the parks?
Yeah.
In reality, if I could pick a non-attraction, I'd right in the middle of Main Street. I'd slap just a roll. A roll. A sleeping bag. A sleeping roll.
Oh, like right at the top of the railroad.
Oh, I'd be out.
Overlooking the castle.
I would be out. It'd be a dream. All right. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us over on Instagram and Threads at Market House Podcast. Make sure to follow us over there for pictures from the park and exciting news and announcements. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Both are a huge help to the show. We have a Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support is where you can find out more information over there. We would love to have you join us over on Patreon. Remember to use our Getaway Today link for your future trip bookings. Check out the episode details for that link and use code MarketHouse10 to save an additional $10 on your vacation and get over there to get those slightly discounted tickets now that they've raised them.
Yes,
and
let us know if you're going. I want to know.
Yeah, let us know if you're going next year. And
yes.
If our dates align. That'd be fun. And then join us next week for another episode. It's been fun. It's been grand. It's been filled with spooks, frights, and sleepy nights.
Bye.